Hello, good evening, everybody. Meeting again with the one more aphorism from the for the mental diseases, type 4 mental diseases. Yesterday we have finished the fourth variety of mental disease, and which is exactly opposite to the first, where Dr. Samuel Hahnemann have explained that the mental because of the mental causes, the physical disorders develops. So it is, in short, we call it by the name of psychosomatic. But again, here the disease is chronic one. It may be because of long continued anxiety. It may be because of frightful experiences. It might be because of long continued stress on the mind. Many more long lasting fear which was persistent since long time, and which was the responsible to produce hypertension, which was responsible to produce some growth, etc. So such conversion can lead to and can form a disorder, and which Hahnemann labeled by the name of fourth variety of mental disorder. Homeopathic management, he explains in the aphorism number 226, where he explains four important points and which we have learned in detail in yesterday's lecture. The first important thing he has explained, it is a psychical remedies. Psychical remedies means psychotherapy. And what he has explained, the first important thing, display of confidence in you, it matters a lot with such types of patients. The way you present with the present patient, it itself gives him one thought that yes, I'm going to get better with this fellow. That is very important. And for that purpose, a good communication skill, a good presentation skill should be there. You should be a good orator. You should be the homeopath's one rubric should be he should be a good communicative expansive. He should be able to talk and to the precise point, everything. And that shows itself a second important thing which he has explained is the friendly exhortation. Important. You should be able to attach with the patient so easily that you can grasp them well. You touch them at the emotional level. You catch them at that level, and you make them as your family friend, so that it will be quite easy for you to give a sensible advice. That is the third point. Any person follows the advice only when he understands you. And for that purpose, all those qualities should be born by homeopathy. And that's why Hahnemann explains it in a sequence. First, he says that you should have a confidence. Second important thing, you should be very friendly with the patient. And third, the sensible advice. So every sensible advice, according to the situation and according to the disease, matters a lot in such types of disorder. And last, the fourth point, which he has explained over there, a well-discussed summary. And that also we have discussed in yesterday's lecture, that many times we have to do such a trick in order to treat the patients, in order to manage the patients. And these are first important things in such types of psychosomatic cases. So these are auxiliary measures along with your main homeopathic remedy. Till he has not explained what homeopathic remedy you have to prescribe for this patient. For the first variety, he has explained it requires antisoric. Second, he explained there should be an acute remedy followed by an antisoric with a diet and regimen. The third variety, where he has explained two important things, that is the if it is type 1, it is a confused state. So if it is type 1, the antisoric. If it is type 2, the same, that is the acute followed by antisoric along with diet and regimen. And fourth variety, here he starts auxiliary measures along with diet and regimen, definitely plays a role. And then he turns to a remedy. And which type of remedy, that he explains in this aphorism number 227. So let us go with this aphorism, and we'll stop with this 227 aphorism with the today's session. Because the next point, that is aphorism number 228, is a very big, and I will going to spend lot of time for those aphorisms. So those mental regimen or homeopathic management of the mental diseases, exactly what mental regimen you have to do. Every point is a elaborating point, and that's why after summer holidays we'll start with that. On either on 2nd or 3rd of the May, we'll start again the sessions. At that time, we'll start with this mental regimen. So today it's last session before the summer holidays. We'll start with the aphorism 227. But the fundamental cause in these cases also is a soric miasm. See what he says. These are psychosomatic diseases. The fundamental cause is soric miasm, which was only not yet quite near its full development. For security's sake, the seemingly cured patient should be subjected to radical antisoric treatment in order that he may not again, as might easily occur, fall into the similar state of mental disease. So, considering this fourth variety of mental disease, where the cause is fundamental, that is the soric miasm, your line of treatment is definitely only antisoric remedy. So, this is as similar as the first type of mental disease, where he has explained the same thing. The and homeopathic management of first type of mental disease is the antisoric treatment. And here again, the Hahnemann explains the same thing. Both are necessary. In both type of mental disease, the antisoric remedy plays vital role. But this antisoric depends upon the sora in background. We have to be in modern age, and we have to consider the human nature according to the modern era. Now we don't get purely soric patients. We have many patients who are suffering from such first variety or final fourth variety of diseases, where causes are not single miasmatic, they are generally mixed miasmatic. Generally, we get more commonly the tubercular miasm or cancer miasm, the pseudosyphilitic or psychosyphilitic. Many times we get psychotic, many times we get syphilitic, but very rarely we get the soric. And that's why we have to change according to the age, according to the era. So in today's situation, here, instead of the word antisoric, we have to take into consideration anti-miasmatic. So it depends on what is the miasmatic background of that patient. Accordingly, you have to consider. Patient is psychotic, you have to give antipsychotic. Patient is syphilitic, you have to give antisyphilitic. If the patient is pseudosyphilitic, that is tubercular, you have to give anti-tubercular. If patient is psychosyphilitic, that is cancer, you have to give the psychosyphilitic remedy. And this is very important to be understood. We should not depend and rely only on those things which Hahnemann have written 200 years back. Hahnemannian situation was rather different, and today's situation is rather different. We are in the era of competition. We are in the era of ambition. We are more materialistic than the previous people. And that's why the miasm never remained same. It never remained sorry. It has changed its aspects. And that's why it is too much necessary to understand the present miasms in the patient, and accordingly anti-miasmatic remedy one should apply. Always, always, always think about the miasms whenever you are treating any type of chronic disease. This is not only related with mental diseases, but with all varieties of diseases, specifically chronic diseases. We have to take into consideration the miasmatic background. Don't depend upon the things which are written by Hahnemann at that time only, because we have to understand it with the present situation, and then you have to apply your remedy. So today we'll conclude with this. That is the aphorism number 227. We have finished, and then after the summer holidays, we'll start with the aphorism number 228 onwards. Till that period, best wishes to enjoy your holidays, and I will going to enjoy also. So there will be break. I will miss big break, and I will miss all of you. Definitely we'll meet on 3rd or 4th. It depends upon situation when I will return. from the training. So any query, any question is there, we'll have a chat. Otherwise, we'll conclude the session. No queries? Manisha. Hello. Any question, query? If it is there, we'll have a chat. Otherwise, we'll conclude. Okay. So thanks a lot, and we'll meet again after gap of 10-15 days. Thanks everyone.